Alright, welcome back to another video. It's June 6th today. My name's Ethan. If this is your first time watching, welcome. So, today we have our John Deere 6430 here. This tractor is a loader tractor. The loader's off it right now. Past couple days it's been blowing feed. We just finished filling this 16 by 65 tower silo with it. This tractor is insanely fuel efficient. You can fill this whole silo in just about one tank of fuel. We're around 5 gallons short of doing it. So there's a 5-gallon pail sitting there. I rinsed it out and dumped 5 gallons more of diesel fuel in it. So we're gonna unhook it from the blower and we're gonna do some maintenance to it today. At some point we gotta wash it just to get all this haylage off before it becomes hard on the paint. But yeah, we're gonna do an oil change on it, and then later on we'll get the loader back on it. The loader is off because I got a Synchro on the transmission, but this tractor runs our forage blower most of the time. It has just over 3,000 hours, so let's get to it. Just check the oil, should be all right. There you go, it's still at top of the fill line. Okay, start it up. It did get rained on this tractor just a little bit. Little unfortunate. I didn't bring it inside. But it was just one night, so not a huge deal. You can see the stack just put out a bunch of that, so it had a little bit of water that got in there. So, if you're wondering what the Synchro looked like, this is the Synchro out of C range. 3 pieces plus all this. When I pulled out this gear the first time, they were all spring loaded, and they ended up flying out on me. I didn't actually recall which way they went. Anyway, so they all flew out on me. It's not a big deal. This is going to the scrap anyway. But yeah, this is the Synchro or the C range. You can look at the gears actually, and they don't seem to have many to maybe even a lot of damage. But we ran into a problem where on C range it would still grind even after having a new gear, so that's why we went ahead and we changed it. That was over 20 engine hours ago now. So yeah, it's the Synchro, shifts like it should now. So all of these are probably just gonna end up in the scrap or whatever. Yeah, it's already started to rust because it's been out ready for a couple of weeks, and then it got rained on. So there you go, the Synchro. Anyway, it's already 3:30, so I should try and get started on this oil change. Alright, you can see I got the fuel filters off. I decided to start with that. So you can see here, these two came off. You can see every year John Deere does something a little different. You always have to reuse these, that's nothing new. But you can see these two filters, they're the same model number or code number. But the older one had this little, I'll call it harness here, plugged in to that connector there and went up on the filter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this and I'm going to screw it in there. That way we still have this wire harness. I'm sure it's just a sensor for if there's water in the fuel. But I think it would be doing more bad than good if I took it out and didn't put it back in. So yeah, we're going to get these new ones installed. Alright, it's been a little while. What I did remember now is even though they give one of these threaded in the bottom of the new filter, what you're actually supposed to do is take the bottom of this off the old filter and put it on the new filter. I always forget, it's been a little while since I've done them on this tractor. But yeah, we'll thread this on the new filter along with that little wire harness sensor thing. But it's always a little different. They do change stuff quite regularly, it seems still, even though this is a 13-year-old tractor. But I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put this little jar back on the bottom, but first we're going to clean it up a little bit. Alright, I got both of the new filters on. I'm going to go ahead and turn the key and let them start priming. These newer tractors are auto priming. You see the fuel coming in right there. I might have to open the bleeder screw. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I have not changed the filters on this tractor near as much as on the cab tractor. Cab tractor just has screws that you open up here. But yeah, we'll see in a little bit what we have to do. There you go, it starts and it runs. The stack is vibrating, I think. Or is it the shield here? Yeah. There, that's what's making the vibrating noise. Okay. So, we're good to go. It's going to stay running. We're going to let the oil warm up just a little bit, and then I'm going to do an oil change. There we go. Got the drain plug out. The dog's under here too. Ready to use the tool on it so the oil filter's loose. There you go. Got the new oil filter here. Interestingly enough, the cab tractor and the 6430 both share the same oil filter. So a 4.5 liter and a 6.8 liter motor use the same filter. Same with the 2350 and 2750, and then same with the lawnmower and the gator. So for 6 pieces of equipment, we only have 3 different filters on the farm. It's pretty slick in my opinion. But yeah, there's that. TMR car does its own filter and it's not the same as anything, but that's alright. So I'm gonna put the new filter on. We learned at school, it does say to pre-fill them from John Deere. A teacher at school taught us not to do that. See, I got a little bit of dirt on top of the plastic. There, it's all gone now. But yeah, a teacher at school told us not to do that because he didn't think we're able to take the plastic off and pre-fill the filter with new oil without getting any other contaminants in it. So that's why I won't be doing that. Alright, so we got oil added back in. It's hard to focus. We're just a little over the top mark. I have already ran the tractor and it filled the filter, but it will run down a little bit over time too. I didn't run it for very long, maybe only 10 seconds, and then I rechecked it and topped it off. But we're gonna go ahead and start greasing this tractor up, start moving stuff out of the way. Alright, got 6430 all wrapped up. I think I'm gonna wash it first and then I'm gonna put the loader back on. Yeah, so it got greased. I went ahead and I turned the stack. You can see how it points up that way now. That way you can get the loader on. That heat shield and the stack was turned around kind of this way. It's supposed to be against the hood to protect the hood, so I turned it back that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna power wash this tractor real quick, get all this haylage off of it, and then I'll put the loader on. There, I kind of just gave the tractor a quick rinse over. It's not perfect, but there's no big spots of haylage left on it. We're gonna go ahead and get the loader put back on. And might have to climb off to get that, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. When it dries up, all the little bits of haylage that are on it everywhere now will come off. There we go. Keep going and we'll get the loader on. Alright, you can see I got the loader lined up on both sides. Those two grooves fit in there. Just cleaning up the quick coupler. I learned that you have to set the tractor off when you do it and wiggle the joystick to bleed off the pressure. The last time I did set the tractor off, but I didn't. Might be a two-handed job to get this on. Nope, we're good. But I did not bleed off the pressure. I ended up having a little issue in here. There you go. Yeah, one of these, I might still have the part laying around for it. In here, it's like a little spring with oil, and one of them, I guess, a seal blew, and it was leaking oil out of here. So yeah, I don't want to do that, but now we're good there. So now I can go ahead and use the hydraulics on the loader to lower it in the grooves, and then I'll get the pins lined up. Yeah, you can see we cleared the stack. It is fairly tight at the top there. I think I'm gonna have to back up the tractor just a little bit to get it to sit in the grooves. I did go maybe a little further forward. Try and get it lined up for the slots, but you can see they're in the grooves now. I didn't even put the tractor in gear, I just wiggled it, but yeah, you can see the pins will go through there. So the pins are shared with the loader bracket arms here, and they go through. So if we're lined up right, which we are, pins go through. Just not quite there, I guess. Gotta look. Oh no, see, we aren't quite lined up. Only about the second or third time I've done this, so I'm still learning. Alright, much better. You can see I'm actually lined up now. And now they'll go in. Now you can see the stack is actually off the side of the loader. It's one down, one more to go on the other side. Yeah, still learning a lot with this tractor. We have had it for a number of years already. Wow. This side isn't quite lined up yet, so I'll have to fiddle around till it is. So there you go, there's the loader back on it. This tractor has just over 3,300 hours on it, a little closer to 3,400. I believe around 3,380 hours on it. We bought this tractor used. It came out of, I believe, Iowa. It was used on a feedlot first, so yeah, I'll pick these up. I know they can be stored in the loader here, but I generally don't do that. I generally keep them in the shed. And I'll grease up the loader. We might not actually need the loader on this tractor for the next week, but we do have some stuff looking ahead that we will need to do with it. We'll have some bales to pick up, as well as another big project that we got to get done. But yeah, then the 2350 won't be stuck doing all the loader work. This tractor is a great loader tractor for us too. So I'll grease up the loader on that, and I'll put it away, and we're all done with it. Yeah, I've learned a lot every time I take the loader on and off, or learn a couple more things. It's always hard to gauge for me to line up the pins, but I get it every time. It didn't really take that much this time. So, I'm starting to get the hang of taking the loader on and off, which we might do it more in the future depending on what we do. So yeah, there it is. That's our 6430 all maintained up for the year. We didn't have to do any air filters this year, the hydraulic filters, so we're good there. So yeah, this tractor had 1,837 hours on it when we got it. So after this year, we will have put more hours on this tractor than the first owner did. So it's been an alright tractor for us. This 2350 used to be the main loader tractor. It has over 12,000 hours on it now. So we figured we'd buy something else. 90% of the time these two tractors are working together, but 10% of the time, or maybe 5% of the time, there's something to do on either one. And it's just nice to have 4 tractors for when we do haylage, and a little bit higher horsepower on the blower. So that's all I got for this one. See, I got oil here and on my hands. I don't really care, but yeah, that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching.